The 5-year anniversary of the superstorm Sandy didn't hit quietly. A strong gale winds uprooted the trees, caused property damages, and left 6,000 residents without power all across the Northeast. Now, even though the storm only lasted a day, some of the damages caused will take more than a day to recorrect. And it is the times like these, during the state of emergencies, where we need our local heroes more than ever. I was fortunate enough to spend a little time with some of these servicemen and women, our local firefighters, right here in Wareham. The following is a recollection of my time spent with these brave men and women. Starting late night Sunday, the winds and rain didn't show any signs of slowing down. The situation got dire around 3 in the morning. Most people were locked indoors, but that was not the case for the Wareham firefighters. Not only were they awake, they were reporting for duty.
On the norm, there's 4 shifts, and there's typically no less than 4 guys on the engine, and they live here. They do 24-hour tours.
I visited the station about 2 p.m. on Monday. Pizza had just arrived. To some, this was their first meal of the day since 3 Monday morning.
Our philosophy here is simple. In any of our equipment, if you don't fuel the equipment won't run. And our most important asset that we have here in public safety is our staff. And that's why what you see here today is these fellows are going to get some grub and then they're going to get back on the road. In a large-scale event, what we'll do is we'll put them in specific timeline and bring them in one company at a time, feed them, get them back out on the road. And we strategically put them in certain areas of town depending on the challenges.
We have any tea?
Chief McDuffie was kind enough to let me have a slice of pizza before heading out with the crew. And just as if he was trying to make a point, this happened.
Are you ready to go? You ready to go? Get your pizza down, you gotta go.
My God. We responded to a medical assistant call just minutes away from the station.
Let's go. You ready? Oh, I gotta go do a lift.
You missed the lunch today?
I did. Worked right through it.
Oh. You gotta advocate more for your stomach.
I know.
All of you need me. So get some video of the ambulance and stuff, but nothing of the patient, all right?
All right, yes. Captain Smith has been in the profession extensively more than 40 years before retiring as chief himself.
This is a medical call, and I believe what it is the patient is probably incapacitated in a way that the 2 people on the EMS, on the ambulance, are not capable of carrying the person out, so the fire department responds to assist them with lifting and carrying the stretchers. What we normally do is the crew usually goes in and one person stays with the truck. That way if they have to move the truck, or they can hear radio messages, or they have to pull a line or something for an emergency. So one person pretty much always stays with the vehicle.
So due to privacy, I had to step into the truck as they take the patient from their house to the ambulance. So I'll be in here until they are ready to come back, and then we go to our next stop.
We'll be going to Toby Hospital and we'll be assisting the ambulance with unloading the patient.
After the Toby Hospital, we were on our way to fight some fire, finally.
We're going to be going to what they call a BWOP, burning without a permit, which is not allowed. Burning is only allowed in the early months of the spring. When you have a permit and the weather conditions are proper, then they allow burning of brush only.
And just as I was getting excited, well, this happened. Just like that, we were in full gear responding to another emergency call. Down Indian Neck Road, there has been a head-on car collision involving 2 women, with one of them still trapped in her vehicle.
Did you witness the whole thing?
No, I just called the ambulance.
Where do you live?
Right there in that greenhouse.
Oh, okay. So you heard it.
Uh-huh.
Did you get to see? Did you go
Yeah.
inside?
Do me a favor, can you step back from me, please? Thank you.
Yeah, she's stuck in the car. The woman's stuck in the car, the elderly woman, and the other one's right there. But that car ended up in the front yard.
Was she unconscious or she could speak?
No, she could speak. She's just, I don't know if she was having a heart attack. She said she couldn't feel her arms.
Is she an older woman?
Yeah, she's going to be like in her 80s. The airbags went off and everything.
Oh my God.
Like, no way am I going wearing
Wow.
my vest. But then we got other guys not even
This
with
was
it.
not what we were supposed to be doing.
No, and that's part of the life of a firefighter. You can get one assignment and 30 seconds later they send you to something else of much more importance. A motor vehicle accident, you may have life injuries and hazards and so forth. That's more important. Then we'll go do the burning without a permit.
And what did you assess in this particular scene? What did you have to make sure?
What's up? We just had to secure the hazards to the vehicles, make sure the batteries are disconnected, assist EMS with the patient, getting the patients in the ambulance. That is all.
Driving across Wareham, the storm's raid was evident. Some houses suffered more than the others, and main priority was on the damaged power infrastructure. We were now finally responding to the BWP, burning without a permit. Due to privacy, I remained in the truck.
Do you need to tell the town if you're having a fire outside? Burning something, burning trash?
You're not allowed to burn trash. You don't have to. It's a courtesy so that we don't get calls like this. As long as you're burning clean wood and you're not putting up a lot of smoke and you're not being a nuisance. It's usually not a problem. But we just ask as a courtesy if people call in and say they're having a cook fire or a pleasure fire, and it's perfectly fine.
So talk to me.
They had you're allowed to burn in a fire pit, but they're burning the material that just fell, so it's real green, so it's smoky. So the neighbors complained, so we just advise them not to burn any of the old stuff, and if we get a complaint, they're gonna have to extinguish it if we get another complaint.
How did they take it?
They were fine. They understood.
On our way back to the station, we noticed that a house along Main Street was badly injured. And in situations such as this, loose live wires are a threat. By the time we got back to the station, I was astonished at how fast their responses were and how rapid their days seemed. Nothing came with a notice, and yet the response was almost instant. They have been at the station since 3 in the morning, and as long as the day doesn't show any signs of slowing down, well, neither will they. Thank you so much for joining me in this program. I hope you learned as much as I did in the life of firefighting. From WCTV, I am Queen Banda.